Feel the pulse of possibility stirring beneath your skin, the quiet thunder of a mind refusing to be caged. Right now, in this exact moment, something inside you aches to break free. The voice that whispers, "I am destined for more." The part of you that knows victory lives just beyond fear. You can taste it in your breath, see it in the shadows beckoning at dawn, feel it in the tremor of excitement that dances behind your eyes. This is the moment your story shifts. This is where you plant your flag on the summit of your own potential. No more deferring greatness until the circumstances are perfect. No more listening to the distant rumors of what you might become. Today we ignite a conviction so fierce it charges through doubt, like lightning across storm-dark skies. Remember Edison arguing with failure until the light bulb ignited, not asking permission, but commanding destiny. Remember Lincoln, stitching a broken nation with words born from a backbone of belief. Remember Carnegie, forging empires from sawdust and steel because he refused to accept limitations crafted by mere mortals. These titans weren't born with magic in their hands, but with an unshakable certainty invested in their hearts. And in 30 days, you will learn how to forge the same. Start here. Every thought you entertain is a brick in the fortress of your self-image. When you entertain a doubt, you carve a corridor for fear to march through. Yet when you entertain belief, unyielding, unapologetic belief, you build walls so high that negativity can only watch from below. Day one is about auditing these mental blueprints. In the silence before sunrise, sit with your reflection and listen. What narratives have you allowed to define you? I'm not ready. I'll fail again. They'll laugh. Write them down, expose them to the light, then watch them disintegrate under the heat of awareness. Because awareness is the first chisel at the bedrock of doubt. But awareness alone will not suffice. You must replace every empty space you clear with the steel of conviction, specific, measurable, and alive. Here is your first exercise. Before you rise tomorrow, declare a single affirmation that cuts through lethargy like an arrow through silk. I command my thoughts. I command my destiny. Speak it not as a question, but as a decree. Let the words vibrate in your chest, roll across your tongue, imprint on your mind. Then repeat, and repeat, and repeat, until the cadence of your declaration becomes the pulse of your reality. With mindset anchoring itself in relentless repetition, turn your gaze to belief. Belief is not hope. Belief is not a fleeting spark. Belief is a roaring furnace fed by proof, by ritual, by undeniable evidence. On day 3, commit to collecting your own proof. Take one tiny action that challenges a lingering doubt. Speak up in a meeting when silence felt safer. Run that extra mile when exhaustion screamed to stop. Each micro-victory is a fragment of evidence you tuck into your memory bank. Soon the collection becomes irrefutable. You cannot deny a record you helped create. As these victories accumulate, clarity emerges. You once drifted through endless possibilities like a ship without a rudder. Now clarity reveals your truest north. What causes your heart to quicken? What problem burns at your fingertips, begging for resolution? At dawn of the second week, spend 15 minutes in stillness. No phone, no obligations, just the echo of your own heartbeat. Ask, what single mission will push me to perform at my highest capacity? Once that mission surfaces, lock onto it with laser focus. When you know precisely what you pursue, every sunrise writes itself into meaning. This clarity fuels vision, not the hazy daydream of one day, but a vivid, full-color movie playing on the screen of your mind. See your life 6 months from now, the letters behind your name, the doors that open at your knock, the people whose lives you change through your confidence. Feel the texture of that future, the weight of responsibility, the taste of victory. Visualization is not fantasy, but rehearsal. Olympic athletes close their eyes and perform their routines perfectly 1,000 times before stepping on stage. You will do the same. Every night, before surrendering to sleep, replay your victory scene, complete with cheers, triumph, and the hum of self-assured breath. Purpose then cements this vision into the bedrock of motivation. Purpose is the reason you endure when pain pushes you to quit. Without purpose, discipline decays into drudgery. With it, every sacrifice sharpens your identity. On day 12, draft a personal purpose statement, a one-sentence mantra that intertwines your deepest values with your loftiest goals. I exist to build unbreakable confidence in myself and ignite that spark in every soul I encounter. Whenever the path grows steep, return to this statement. Let it be the drumbeat beneath your feet, driving each step forward. Discipline follows like a loyal ally. Discipline is not an iron rod of rigidity, but the architect of freedom. Ford refused to wait for the perfect engine. He built the assembly line that carried his dream to the masses. Your daily rituals are engines of progress. Identify 3 non-negotiable habits: morning meditation, midday power walk, evening reflection, and defend them like sacred ground. When the alarm jarred you awake, your first action is not a swipe on your phone, but the gesture of commitment to yourself. When fatigue whispers excuses after lunch, your body moves because your mind has already rehearsed this moment. Each ritual performed strengthens your wireframe of discipline. Action is the flame that transforms potential into reality. In the 3rd week, equip yourself with a biased mind toward action. Napoleon Hill wrote that faith mixed with fear is indecision. Action purifies belief. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Send the email, make the call, launch the idea. Embrace the discomfort of initiation. Rest assured that every step, even when it feels small, compounds into monumental momentum. Like a river carving canyons through stone, relentless action grinds away obstacles until only triumph remains. Gratitude shines its light on every victory, no matter the scale. This is not mere courtesy to the universe, but strategic alchemy. Gratitude rewires your neurochemistry toward abundance. Each evening, list 3 accomplishments, public or private, that you achieved through courage. Acknowledge the support of others, the lessons in setbacks, and the unyielding resource within you. This practice turns success into a habit, not a fluke. Adaptability then transforms resilience into superpower. Thomas Edison experimented thousands of times to perfect the light bulb. Each iteration a testament to his fluid response to failure. You will cultivate the flexibility to pivot when markets shift, when relationships falter, when plans unravel. On day 22, simulate disruption. Change your workout routine. Learn a new skill on the fly. Revise your week's schedule without complaint. Witness how your mind stretches to accommodate change, evolving challenge into advantage. And finally, learning cements the cycle of growth. Every titan you admire, from Carnegie to Disney, remained a perpetual student. In these final days, dedicate yourself to consuming wisdom. One book, one podcast, one conversation that stretches your understanding. Sift through their lessons, distill the essence, then integrate it into your own practices. Knowledge without application is dust, so apply, experiment, refine. In 30 days, you will look back on a transformed self, a mind fortified against doubt, a heart blazing with conviction, a life steered by purpose and propelled by disciplined action. The world will sense your presence, feel the hum of inevitability around you. And in that resonance, you will recognize the ultimate truth. Confidence is not granted. It is forged, hammered out in the fires of deliberate choice. Today you answer the call. Today you stake your claim on the life you were born to lead. Let the journey begin.